The year is 1995, and the great house of Collinwood still rises from the cliffs above the sea, but it is now deserted and in ruins. It is here, 25 years into the future, that Barnabas and Julia find themselves after their escape from parallel time, searching to discover the causes of the devastation around them.
Somewhere in a room upstairs, someone or something is playing that music. Now, it can't be very dangerous because music is seldom used to frighten. If I can find it, I will force whatever it is out. You wait here. Julia, watch out!
That woman, Jean! Barnabas! He meant to kill me. He meant to kill me. Why, Barnabas? Oh.
Could it have been at the window, Julia? The same man who tried to kill you? Yes. Something strange about his appearance. He was wearing clothes from another century. Ghost from the past.
I can't get it out of my mind.
It's arrogance.
Oh. No, it was more than arrogance. It was hatred. It was even more than hatred. It was the very essence of evil. I felt evil all around me. I was trapped by it. It made me aware of something deep inside me that I don't even understand. As though with that one look, grain of evil I have in my nature, make it grow. You didn't feel it?
No. Apparently my powers protect me, or perhaps because I'm not truly human. I'm immune to that particular weakness.
Well, at least now we know the power that rules Collinwood.
Do we?
Yes, it's a force of evil and corruption.
I don't doubt the evil of that ghost. But is he the only force at Collinwood?
I can't imagine any other surviving his presence.
It was the music we heard.
Barnabas, I know that you said that music is seldom used to frighten, but I can't believe that there could be another presence there.
I wish I knew. You stay here and try to get some rest.
Where are you going?
Carolyn, tell her about the ghost and find out what I can.
Oh, well, I'll come with you.
Wouldn't you be better off staying here?
Alone? I'm not that brave, Barnabas. Not that brave.
I know what you're doing.
Brushing my hair. When I was a young girl, you used to brush it for me. Remember?
You're planning to go to Collinwood tonight, aren't you?
Perhaps.
Carolyn, you mustn't.
Why not?
Because you don't belong there anymore. No one does.
Dear Mrs. Johnson, if you only knew how wrong you are.
Carolyn, I beg you. You are going to go there once too often.
I can go there any time I like. My mother was a Collins, and I'm a Collins too. Do I need to remind you that you are only a servant?
I only want to help you.
I must go this evening. It's his birthday. He's expecting me. I should take him a present, shouldn't I? What should it be? Where are all the beautiful things I used to have? I have nothing to take him. Nothing.
Carolyn, please.
Do you go to the house regularly?
You know I can't go there.
Then who's getting it ready?
Ready? Ready for what?
For when they come back.
For when who comes back?
Everyone. My mother and Quentin and Uncle Roger.
Carolyn, they're not coming home.
Oh, but they are. And when they do, the house must be ready for them.
Carolyn, they're not ever coming back.
Don't say that! Especially when it isn't true. Oh, we must make plans. We'll celebrate with a picnic at the gazebo, and it will be a beautiful warm day, and David and I will go sailing with Quentin, and
What are you looking at?
we'll go sailing, and
Where did you get this?
give it back!
That's the first time that we saw him.
You don't know what you're talking about.
There he is.
Oh, that's only a shadow.
A shadow, yes. A shadow that fell over all our lives.
No! There was no one there! There was no one there!
Why won't you admit you saw him then and that you've seen him since?
Mrs. Johnson, I would love to talk with you sometime, but I'm very busy right now.
You won't listen, will you?
Another time, perhaps. Not now.
No, not another time. You'll never listen.
Who is it?
Carolyn, it's Barnabas and Julia. May we come in?
No! Go away!
I'm sorry, Carolyn, but we had to see you. Good evening, Mrs. Johnson.
What are you doing here? You don't belong here. I want you to go away. Please, make them go away.
Please, don't trouble her. It does no good to talk to her. I should know.
We've got to try, Mrs. Johnson. Someone at Collinwood just tried to kill me.
There are no murderers at Collinwood. There are only intruders who get whatever punishment they deserve.
The man was had dark hair and fierce and penetrating eyes. And he wore clothes from another century.
No,
He was not a man. He was a ghost.
it was him.
Who, Mrs. Johnson? Who?
No one.
You must tell us who.
No,
Mrs. Johnson! Mrs. Johnson, please!
I want you to tell us who.
Carolyn, if we knew what happened, we might be able to save you and Collinwood and everybody.
Still trying to scare me. You never used to be so frivolous, Julia.
I have never been more serious in my life.
Well, much as I enjoy a serious conversation, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm very busy right now. You do understand.
Carolyn, an evil spirit has control of Collinwood. Now, who is he and how did it happen?
If you're nice to me, I'll invite you to the picnic I'm giving.
Oh, Carolyn.
It's no use, Julia. She isn't going to tell us anything. We might as well give up.
All right.
Good night, Carol. Hope we'll see you soon.
No. Don't come to see me. I'm far too busy to entertain. Besides, you're going to leave Collinsport, aren't you? For good. Well, you'd better! And don't say I didn't warn you. And don't come back here ever again! My party dress. He always loved it when I wore my party dress.
Did she tell you anything?
Mrs. Johnson.
Did she?
Nothing at all.
Please, you mustn't blame her. She's blocked it all out. It was too painful.
We know that, Mrs. Johnson. We didn't try to torment her. We simply must know what happened. Who this spirit is and how it got control of Collinwood.
Why? What good will it do? You can't prevent it. Why add that burden of those sorrows?
We were just trying to tell Carolyn that we can prevent it.
Can prevent it. You're as mad as she is.
Mrs. Johnson, now look at us very carefully. Now, you yourself noticed that we hadn't changed since we disappeared 25 years ago. Some terrible disturbance in time brought us here.
And when we get back to 1970, we can stop everything that's happening here.
You're both trying to drive me mad, too, aren't you?
I know, Mrs. Johnson, it's very difficult to understand, but try to believe us enough to tell us what you know.
Now, Mrs. Johnson, you have lived long enough to know that there are things in this world that people can never understand. We are telling you the truth.
Could it really be the truth? Could it be that it never happened? You don't know the way I prayed. That it was a dream and that I could stop it.
Perhaps we can. You tell us what you know.
Oh, I don't know if I'm able.
Try.
It all began when the days were so beautiful. You couldn't help but be happy. There was a spirit of joy at Collinwood. There was a feeling that hadn't been there in a long time. There was so much love among all of us at that time. Until one night.
Yes?
One night, the house was so still, I could hear the waves far away against the rocks. And before I left the house, I was walking down the corridor outside of
Yes?
outside of the room that the children call the playroom.
Please go on.
No! I won't tell! I won't tell!
Johnson! Mr. Johnson, please! Mrs. Johnson!
Barnabas, he was here. We've got to find Mrs. Johnson for her own safety.
I'm sure the ghost was there. That's what stopped her from saying anymore. Oh, Barnabas, we've got to find her.
We already have.
Oh, no.
Somebody's coming.
Mrs. Johnson, you shouldn't be here at this time of night. Shall I help you home? Come, take my hand. No, please. Come, it's cold here. You can't stay here like this. Let me help you. Please, you've always been so good to me. Don't hurt me now. Please, take my hand. Reach out and take my hand. Mrs. Johnson, please take me and hold me like you did when I was a little girl. Help me. Help
She
me.
can't help you now, Carol.
You did this. I should have known. You killed her.
Carolyn!
Let her go, Barnabas.
Whatever story she had to tell, we will never know, Julie. We better go to the sheriff.
Barnabas, what did she mean? The children's old room. Barnabas, I hear something.
I don't ever remember seeing this room.
Listen, music.
And more than music.
Always play, and it's your birthday.